Please take your seats quickly, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you.
Hi guys, and welcome to 1minutetennis.com. In today's session, I want to talk to you about the take back on the forehand. And I want to show you a movement that almost everybody is confused with and gets kind of wrong. They, instead of adding power to their stroke, it just complicates it and doesn't add any speed. And then I want to show you the correct position that the professional players do that will give you loads more speed onto your forehand. Now, almost everybody watching this video will be familiar with the concept of pat the dog. Rick Macci was the first one who coined the phrase, with the racket going back and then pat the dog here and then through. But when most players do the pat the dog position, which is present in the forehand, what they do is they do it out to the side in almost a two-dimensional motion. See, if I do it in this position here, I'm going down and that's me patting the dog. But when you look at the pros, it's nothing like patting a dog. It's a three-dimensional movement. So what happens is that the arm is stretched back and then the racket is dropped here and round. And see how it's a rounded shape. And this creates leverage, momentum, speed and power. But if you just think of it as a pat the dog position, I would think of this. And now I have a two-dimensional motion. And I'm not going to lose power, but I'm just complicating the stroke and I get nothing for it. So my timing's going to be worse, but the stroke is no more effective. So what to do? Let's have a look at the shape and then I'm going to show you a great way of you achieving this shape. What we want to do is the arm always stays on the outside of the body, but the racket comes inside. So if I think of this being the line of my body, you can't see the racket, it's inside the line of my body. You can see it, it's outside the line of the body. So the arm goes back level with the body, but not going inside the line. And the racket, in a three-dimensional motion, sweeps around here and through. Now, I think of this as a reverse windscreen wiper. See, what I'm going to do is, there I am here, and now I make a reverse windscreen wiper. Now, some, but not many of the pro players actually make that shape. But what most of them do is now I'm going to do the reverse windscreen wiper, but I'm going to angle it down. So not like this, but like this. And see how far away that shape is from pat the dog. So now with the reverse windscreen wiper, I'll add tons of speed to the ball, a lot more spin, and it's easier. Now, to get the feel of this, I suggest that you go to a fence or a wall. I'm going to use a glass paddle court wall so that you can actually see what I'm doing. So I've now come to a glass wall so that you can see what I'm actually doing. And I'm going to take the racket back in this direction. And now I swing around the wall and make the upswing. Racket back, around the wall and the upswing. The hand stays on this side of the body, but the racket goes behind. The hand stays outside of the line of the body and the racket comes inside. One way you can do this to get a real feel of it is to use a ball to get a real feel of the sweeping motion here. See the windscreen wiper motion here behind me. So now from here around and I make the stroke. And by using the wall, you can get the sensation of the stroke, you can get the feeling of the stroke, and then you can reproduce this and you'll have a better stroke. And when you look at the difference between the way that pat the dog is explained almost everywhere and the way the pros do it, there's a kind of a sweeping motion in the correct rounded shape. See, here's pat the dog, down and through. And there's a kind of a stop here. But now we go out, around and through. And see that kind of sweeping motion as the racket accelerates past the arm and the body. I hope this makes sense. Let me know how it works in your game. It's a great way of adding speed to your stroke. And almost everybody watching this video will not have the correct shape at that stage of the stroke. If you like my ideas, check out our books on Amazon. We've got books on every part of the game. Detailed scientific breakdowns of the strokes, and then super simple solutions such as this. Everything is geared to helping you become the best player you can be. Or join players in over 40 countries all over the world that I'm helping with one-to-one online coaching. For more information on this, have a look at the website or email me. So, don't make the normal pat the dog position here. Actually, make this rounded shape that gathers and harnesses momentum, and you'll have faster forehands, more speed, more spin, and it's easier. Thanks for watching, and see you next time for more unique tennis lessons that really work.
Forehands.